Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm doing a trade recap on how I made 3 bandos. Going into market open, y'all can see that we're clearly bullish. All-time highs, just continuation up, take all-time highs, So bullish on the bias for the day. You guys can see we're at 4-hour time frame. Bullish. Going on 1 hour. What did I notice in the 1 hour? Look in 1 hour, swept the lows. Cap didn't sweep these lows out, but swept all these internal lows, right? And we had a little imbalance. This gets inversed. So this gets inversed, that also gets inversed, and we had to tap into this 1 hour fair value gap and respected it to go higher. Drawn liquidity was these highs, I think. No, not those highs. Some highs. Let me scale down real quick. Go to the 1 minute market open. What the flip, man? You guys can see, where's it at? Market open. I'll show you all the trade. Market open? Yeah, it is. Market open. What do we notice pre-market? Going to the market, we already swept London Asian lows all over here. Swept all these lows, and we had pre-market equal lows resting. That was my liquidity. I didn't take the trade though to the lows, but going into market open, we swept all these internal highs. Market opens around, we're at 9:30 here. Zoom in a little bit. Opens around here. And I wanted the continuation down to go lower, so market opens 9:30, chopping for like a few minutes, and then dumps down, doesn't really dump down, but just goes down, sweeps all these equal lows I wanted. And I didn't think price would have swept these midnight lows. I doubted it. Just huge sell-off, didn't see why it would happen. Could have happened, didn't happen though. So once these lows got swept, I was confident I draw liquidity up this high. And you could have realistically held to the all-time highs, the previous all-time highs, but I didn't because I didn't want to hold it for a few hours. But so waiting, being patient, swept these lows, kind of just consolidating in this area. Originally, I wanted to resweep these lows and a little breakthrough out of the session, but didn't get that. You don't need it. So what do I notice? What do you notice right here? Top of the body, CISD right here, closes above CISD. And usually I would want a retracement into this gap. Didn't get it. You don't need it. It doesn't always need to happen. That's what I like to see. But originally I wanted to enter in. I'll show you guys. I wanted to enter in here, kind of like a bottom tick. Not really, but close to bottom tick. Stops below the lows, and just enter off this inverse right here. A bit of a beautiful trade. Would have played out nice. Target the highs. What is that? 1 to 3 trade. Not bad. So I wanted to enter off the inverse originally, and I would have just targeted these internal highs right here. No, not that one. Tripping. These internal highs right here for a risk 1-1. I'm not a 1-1 trade. I'm like a 1-2, but not a bad trade. You want to chase consistency. So that's not a bad trade. You would have got in and out. And I wanted to also enter off. I didn't enter off there. I wanted to enter off this inverse right here, but I wanted to enter off of that CISD inverse too. So I wanted to enter here, stops below these lows, and target the high, which is 2-hour trade, but not bad. So what I originally entered off of was entered in around here. I think like that candle right there had stops. I had a bad stop loss. The stop loss was literally at the CISD. Got a bad entry, but it played out fine. It was like still a 1-2 trade. Maybe I entered a little lower because it was a 1-2 trade. It was probably like around here. But yeah, like I said, going into a trade on a continuation, price does not need to retrace to where you want it to. So I was noticing, price is chopping. I'm like, but price does not need to retrace. If I would have waited for retracement, I would have missed my trade. So chopping. I waited for a close above that. A little retracement actually. Entered in right there. Stops below right here. Awful stop loss. I would want it right here. But I was risking a lot, so I didn't have it there. I just had it here. And once I was in profit around here, I went to break even. Oops. I went to break even, so it was risk-free trade. But target the highs played out beautifully. You entered in around 9:45-ish, 9:45. Got out. When did you get out of the trade? You would have got out of the trade, bro. 15-minute trade, 3 bands, bro. Learn the skill, please. But beautiful trade, played out Didn't use ES because there's SMTs. ES was lagging behind. Didn't get close sweeping the lows. So NQ was a leading asset, so trade NQ today. Yeah, ESC it liquidity sweep CISD. Inverse. Wanted to enter right here. If I would have bottom ticked this and entered long, it would have been a nice trade. Originally, I wanted to hold to the all-time highs, but I didn't. So it's a beautiful trade. I would literally just wanted to enter off this inverse. That was my confident in my draw liquidity. Wanted to be a little more patient. Wanted to enter here, didn't, but I was like, wanted to retrace, but it didn't happen, so I just entered it right here. Bad stop loss, played out fine. You know, you just gotta be confident drawing liquidity. Like I said, bro, I wanted to hold. These are on my express account. I wanted to hold to my eval, but I didn't. I got out. I wanted to hold my eval all the way to the all-time highs, just because, you know, it's an eval, whatever. But it was break even anyway, so it was fine. But I wanted to hold, and I just got out. I wanted to hold, but I didn't hold. So, I mean, no simple business. Today was a beautiful day in price action. You know, you got what you wanted: liquidity sweep, CISD, inverse, all that. Target the highs, played out beautifully. I was in drawdown a few $100. It just plays out fire. So, you know, learn the skill. Love y'all boys. Have a good one.